Breathwork challenge. Today is a breathwork day, so I would recommend getting yourself laying down, or if you do want to try sitting up, you can sit up, but you would need to put maybe some pillows under your bottom or sit on a chair, straight spine. That's the principle. Just being as comfortable as possible. And let's just start by closing the eyes. You can have palms up if you want to be open to receive, and palms down if you feel like you need a bit of grounding in your energy. And with the eyes closed, just start by taking some nice breaths at the belly, in through the nose, just to ground ourselves into our body, and breathing out through the mouth. So, and as you're breathing in, just breathing in new, fresh energy. And each time you're exhaling, just letting go of any old, stagnant energy, any energy you don't want to carry with you for the rest of the day or whatever time you're doing this, and just giving yourself permission on each exhale just to breathe out any stress, any tension, any worries, any anxieties. And each time you're breathing in, really grounding in, being present where you're at in this very moment. Nothing else matters apart from just focusing on the inhale and the exhale. That is your mission. Just breathing, nothing else to worry about, just breathing. So we're going to be trying, so just keep that breath going, we're going to be trying some different breaths today, which we haven't quite tapped into yet. So they might feel a bit uncomfortable or a bit weird or a bit different. Sometimes we can get a bit of dry mouth as well. So just try and breathe through it. If it's really uncomfortable, like close your mouth, like swish your tongue around a bit and then continue the breath. If you really don't like it, you can go back to an alternative style that you like. So we're going to be doing what is also known as like a bit of shamanic breathing. So it's going to sound like this. So you're really breathing in, two in through the mouth, and you're just letting go on the exhale. Those of you that are quite practiced with me, you might want to squeeze the belly button in when you're doing this. You might want to pull the pelvic floor muscles when you have a wee. So when you're ready, coming into that shamanic breath. So nice and light. If you want to put maybe your hands on your belly or one hand on your belly and your heart, start with keeping the breath at the belly while you're doing this. If it feels uncomfortable and you want to go slower, please go slower. And it's just to sort of teach us that there's so many different ways to breathe, and we can have loads of fun with it as well. And also getting comfortable doing something uncomfortable, something different, something that feels a bit strange. And I did not like this type of breath when I first started doing it as well. I was like, oh, my mouth's dry and blah blah blah. I had loads of resistance coming up, and now it's one of my favourite breaths to do. And you can go faster, you can go slower. This is your journey. And just set that intention just to raise your vibration. And if anything needs to come up to be transmuted, any frustration, any rage, any sadness, anything that maybe you've been feeling, like give yourself permission to like breathe it up, to release it today. And when we release each time, whether it's through, you might want to scream, you might make noise, you might cry, whatever it is, just knowing that it's always safe and you're just breathing through it. And the more we release, the more space we can create to bring in different kinds of energies, like feeling lighter, feeling more joyful, more playful. So it's like shedding away all the dents that's maybe been pulling us down a little bit and giving us permission to go into a lot more lightness, more creativity, more flexibility. So we're going to be doing 10 more seconds with this breath. So, and the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So if you want to really raise your vibration today, like go deeper, but if it feels uncomfortable, then slow down. And we're now going to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really feeling at the belly and letting go at the heart. Again, if it feels uncomfortable in the nose, you can breathe through the mouth. So just, you're listening to yourself. This is the whole point, is that you're going to start to be intuitive with what feels right for you and what you enjoy, and also be mindful of the things that maybe you don't like, and then push into them perhaps a little bit more, because sometimes that's where the magic really is as well. So really deepen that. And we're just going for 10 more seconds. And I'd like you to take a deep breath in and pull the belly button in, pull the breath all the way up to the top of the head. Really squeeze the belly button in if it feels good. Pull the energy up. Really focusing on what kind of energy do you want to call in today. We're going to be holding for a minimum 30 seconds. If you want to hold longer, you're going to have the option to hold longer today as well. So just trust in what you want to do. You've got 5 more seconds. If you're ready to exhale, exhale with a big ah. If you want to keep holding as long as you want. When you're ready, you release with a sigh, and then you can just jump back in when you're ready. Those of you ready to start breathing again, let's go back to that shamanic breath. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Any tension in your hands, your fingers, your toes, just releasing them. If you're still holding, you've held for over a minute now, and if you want to jump back in, you can. And again, really feeling like, what do you want from your day today? What kind of energy do you want to call in? And maybe what kind of energy do you want to release? What's been maybe weighing you down a little bit or been on your mind and you're ready to say, no more. I'm making space and I'm not going to let this keep being the story of my mind. So if there's been something sort of navigating around, or maybe you need to have a difficult conversation or get something done that's on your list of things that's a bit uncomfortable. Like yesterday I had to go and see my accountant and deal with some tax stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then once I'd done it, I felt so much better. And I was like, why have you been putting this off? So yeah, like the breath work really helps me go, you know what, I'm ready to take action, but I always like to breathe first before I need to do my stuff. So maybe if you've got something coming up that you need to sort of deal with or process or integrate, maybe do a bit of breath work beforehand and then see how you feel. Maybe you're ready to take action on that, or maybe you need to take more time and more space to make a decision on something. Okay, 1 in for the mouth, 1 in for the nose, 1 out for the mouth. So really filling up the belly and then just letting go. If you prefer on the exhale, you can breathe out like you're breathing out for a straw. Like I said, this is your practice. You do what feels right for you. You might be seeing colours, you might be feeling sensations, your hands might be cramping up, you might be feeling this crazy energy, nothing might be happening. Just tune in and just be present with your body. So we're just going for 15 more seconds. The deeper you breathe, the more we can relieve as well. So if there's stuff that needs to come up, let it come, let it flow. Okay, take a deep breath in, nose or mouth, and holding that breath at the top, softening the shoulders, maybe pull the belly button in, pull the energy up to the top of the head, the spine, and just be with you. Okay, you've done 30 seconds. If you need to release, release, but if not, keep holding. We're going for that minute. If you want to go longer than a minute today, you can, and just really start to feel into what kind of energy are you calling in today? What are you letting go of? Who do you want to be today? How do you want to show up for yourself? You've got 10 more seconds. You're doing amazing if you're still holding. If you need to release, just release with a sigh, and then just go back to that shamanic breath. 2 in through the mouth and then 1 out. So we've done a minute. Release if you're ready. So this is the last round now. It's going to be a short one. It's gone really quick today, I feel. If you're still holding, you've done pretty much a minute and a half now. If you want to keep holding, please do. But if not, joining us for this last little short round, this little short burst. I always imagine a bit like I'm rowing a boat. So I'm like getting to that destination, like a little bit quicker, a little bit deeper. If you need to slow down, slow down. Okay, 1 in for the nose, 1 out of the mouth. Just go 10 more breaths. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the belly button in, pull the breath up, straight to the top of the spine, pull the energy up, pulling out the old energy, making space for new creation. I get loads of ideas when I do breath work, and I also have lots of epiphanies and realizations. Helps me motivate. So maybe you want some energy for focus, motivation, determination. Who are you? How are you showing up for you? Where are you on your list of priorities? You've done 30 seconds. Feel the energy rise. Notice the sensations in your body. Be open to them. I am powerful. I am strong. I am worthy. I am loved. I can face any challenge. You've done a minute. Going to be going for 1:15. If you want to hold longer, of course you can. I'm abundant. I am successful. I am joyful. I am peaceful. Call that energy in. Okay, releasing with a big sigh. Just be in your energy. Enjoy the sensations. If you're still holding, keep holding, and you release whenever you're ready to release. And just bringing in the feelings that you want to bring in today, the emotions, the energy. So I'm going to leave you here. Enjoy how you're feeling, and I'll see you tomorrow for a yoga day. Namaste. Love and light.